Okay, so what we'll do is today we'll learn about index columns. Okay, so what is index columns is, okay, it contains a list of sequential values. Say for example, let's take this product data, okay, which we have already worked yesterday, the product table, okay, where we don't have a sequential, we have dates first column, okay, second we have a stock date and order date, but you don't have a sequential number for this data, right? That is when you have this option called add. Under add column you have index column, okay. So what it does is, so it contains a list of sequential values that can be used to identify each unique rows in a table, okay. For example, you have a date here. Why do we have to use this index column? See, if you see the date here, all starts from 1/1/2020, 1/1/2020. Okay. Likewise, from here it is changing 1/3/2020. Okay. Now, if you have a sequence right here, ninth column, ninth row is 1/3/20. 10th column is this data. Okay, something like this to identify uniqueness. For that reason, index column is a concept where you have to see at a data level first. Okay, you have a unique number at the first column where you can identify. If not, you can use index columns. Okay, so it contains a list of sequential values that can be used to identify each unique rows in a table. Okay, typically it will start from 0 or 1. Okay, so when you click on this, I'll show you all those options. Okay, so why do we use this unique index columns? Used to create unique IDs that can be used to form a relation. Okay, so this index, you have this for this data. Okay, same index you can create on another table. Okay, and then you can join and pull up the data. Okay, so for example, you want the fourth record, which is this data. Okay, and other table you can connect with this and you can fetch relevant data after you form a relationship between tables. Okay, so that is what we're gonna learn. Okay, and if time persists, we'll also see conditional columns. Okay, so I'll explain this later on. First, I'll show you the examples with demo data so that you will understand the use cases of this index column. Okay, so I'll open up this and then I'll go with a new one and I'll save this as Power BI index column. Okay, and then I'll save it. Later on, I'll share it. Okay, so let me pick up a data here. I'll pick up this product. Okay, let me see. Uh, okay, we already have product key unique, not this one. I'll pick up something else so that adventure product categories, subcategories. Let me just view this data and see what are the columns we have. We don't have much here, so I'll close this. Okay, let me pick some other data. Here we have calendar, right? So let me pull up this calendar. The calendar has only one column, so it doesn't make any sense with our column, right? It will just add one, two, three. So if you have a particular data here, couple of columns, then it makes sense. So I'll close this as well. Uh, it's some other thing for you. Yes. Power BI sales. Let me look up this sales. This one. I'll just load this data. Okay. And then there are pending changes. So it is reading that file now. Okay, done. Okay. Now this is our data. Okay. Now we'll get into the Power BI editor mode. You go to home and click on transform data. Okay. Now under transform data, just take a look at your data type. Okay. This is product ABC text, which is good text. This is also text. This one is 123. This is decimal point, discount, and revenue, which looks good. Okay. To me, it looks good. Okay. Now I'll go to add. So now you see here, there is no some unique keys here. Okay. So dates are like 1, 2, again 2, 1, 24 is there. Okay. So how do you identify this row uniquely? Okay. So we'll add a column. Okay. Column index. So under add column, you have to click on this and see if you don't click, you okay, yeah, you have to select this column and then you have something called index column. Okay, now it has option called from 0, from 1 or custom. Okay, first I'll add from 0. Okay, now you see on the right hand side extreme it has added. Okay, if you want to move, what you can do, you can, if you want to move this, you have an option move. Okay, to the beginning, to the end, right, left. So to the beginning. So to the beginning. Okay, this is my data. Now, if I want to find out this entire record and this one, though the dates you can see both are same. Okay, I want to find out a uniqueness. Okay, I can use this column called index. And if you want to rename, you can also rename, or you can say primary key or whatever name you want to give. Okay, so I'll name this as primary key. Okay, so using this uniqueness, I can do, and this one I started with 0. Okay, now I'll start with 1. I'll just remove this one. I'll select, highlight this one, index column from 1. Okay, now you see it has started from 1. Okay, so I'll just click on uh, move very smooth here, beginning. Okay, something like this. Okay, now I have another option called custom. Okay, now what is this custom? If I click on custom, it will give me the index, starting index and increment, how much you want to increment. Say I'll say I want to start with 101. Okay, and increment of 1. So 101, 102, 103, like this it will increment till I have this rows, 1000 rows. Okay, I'll click on this. Okay, now you see. Okay, just move this to here. Okay, now see, this is the custom column index that I have created. Okay, based on my criteria. Okay, 101 for this product, something like this you can do. Okay, uniqueness if you want to create. So you have those 3 options there that you can make use of those things. Okay, so this is one simple example. Okay, and let me just remove this. Okay. So under index column, you have from 0, from 1 and custom. These are the 3 options that are available. Now, you see, now you have product. Okay. Now, if you see here product and all, see mouse is repeated 2 times. Tablet, tablet. Laptop, laptop. So you have to see the column where you want to add index. Okay. So basically in my data set that I have, I mean, to me, this date column looks good to me. Okay, and that is the reason I have added an index for this column. Okay, you can do it for this also. Okay, right click, sorry, select index column. I'll say from 1. Okay, now I'll just move this to beginning. Okay, now you see this and this column. Okay, this is index and this is index dot 1. Okay, almost same, identical, right? Which will match with the product and date. So this is how you can create uniqueness for your data set. I'll just remove this one. Yeah, I'll leave it as it is. Okay, I'll just save this so that I can share it with you guys later on. Okay, so this is about this topic. Okay, let me see. There are one more option. Uh, Index column conditional. Yeah, conditional. I'll teach you tomorrow, guys. Okay, so this needs at least solid 1 hour for learning. Okay, I'll take up this session tomorrow, and I'll just select this uh, information. Sorry. Okay, so this is about column. Okay, column index. So I was seeing if I can add. See, you can add for anything. Okay, so you just highlight, and if you want a uniqueness, okay, for your row wise. Okay, so you can add index, and then you can make your data unique so that you will not see uh, duplicate and all that. Okay, so this index sometimes will help you. Okay, and you can do, clear when you can do this, and let me see if I can do some analysis here. Scientific. Okay, so I have some min max, and it doesn't make any difference for this number. Okay, this is numerical. So if you want to count values here, okay, you want to count values here, you can use distinct and all that to bring out those uniqueness here. So 100 rows, sorry, 1000 rows I have here. Okay, I'll go back. Okay, so this is one useful command that I can think of. Okay, this is very useful when you have redundant data and you want to add uniqueness to your column. Okay, so this option index column will come to your rescue. Okay, so just adding this q to the number to the column, you can make your data unique, and then you can start with your analysis. Okay, so this is about this topic, index column.